Alright, so, see if that fixes anything or not. That's better. Hello, and welcome to another Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Part, I'm not sure. I'm trying to stream this at the same time, but my frames are not liking it, so I don't think it's because I'm recording at the same time as streaming. My internet's acting a little strange. I haven't tried streaming quite a while. Not dropping now, so maybe it's fine. Alright, where was I? Quest for the Starforge. Yeah, I'm heading to the Starforge. I'm going to go back to the map and return to the Ebon Hawk. I remember last time I did the adjudication for the trial. So I'm just gonna go ahead to the Starforge now. Malik attacked the ship and usurped the title of Dark Lord. Turn the volume up. There we go, now I hear it. Maybe one too far there. I can hear it. I turned the game volume up for the capture card. Alright. I don't know if this will be the finale. There's the Starforge system. This planet has no entry in the Republic archives. Oh joy. Oh joy. It is not cropped all the way. Come on. Now it is. Alright. There goes some more frames. I don't... Whatever, the recording will be fine. That much I know. This isn't good.
You are strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side. You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
Well then. I've only gotten to this point in the game twice before. And it was always the PC version. Not that the story is any different. I think this might be the finale episode. Depends on how fast I go, though. And how much time I have. I have somewhere between 1 and 2 hours. See what happens.
The Starforge. I've never seen anything like it. I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodonna. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets. Take those fighters out before they report our position to the main fleet.
Alright. Good yes. Oh, of course, it's another cutscene first. Looks strangely like certain droid ships. Oh, it's not inverted. Okay. Three left. Four left. Three left. One left. None left. That went oddly easy.
Oh, we've got problems. We've flown to some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Alright. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. My upload speed. Oh well. It's my fault. And here we are on the planet with a crashed Hammerhead Corvette. Okay, I'm just gonna stop streaming because I realize what's going on. Okay.
Whew. Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebon Hawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The KotOR's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again.
That disruptor field could wipe out the entire Republic fleet. That seems important.
You're right. That Sith fleet we saw must have some type of protection against the disruptor field. We have to find a way to disable it, or the Republic will be slaughtered.
T3's picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
Oh, let's go check it out.
Good idea. If that temple's generating power, it probably has something to do with that disruptor field.
Hey, don't forget about Bastila, guys. We still have to rescue her, too.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malak's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him and the Sith will be invincible.
Bastila would never turn.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side difficult to resist. She is strong in the Force, but she's also impulsive, willful, and proud, as you once were, Revan.
Don't call me that. I'm not Revan anymore.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
Okay, nothing important. That wasn't already said in dialogue. This way. Now, who to take with? Go! Guess these two. Probably. Yep. Okay, what do we got here? Security or repair? Stealth. Beats. Okay, I need a. Alright, that's why. Just forget X instead of. Turn it. Give her some lightsaber throwing ability. More vitality points. Give her that. Force suppression does not hurt ever. Modifier, but that's the only modifier I can upgrade at this point. Might as well just go for upgrade modifiers. Upgrade that again. Target can reactivate. Okay. No, it's the Rakata. I mean, what are these strange things? Oh, it says Rakata. Okay. I don't need energy, armor, speed. Don't need valor. Don't need resistance. Don't need energy resistance. Valor, I might need. Oh, look, some Duros. You have defeated the murderous animals. We thank you, human, for saving us. Well, they attacked me first. If your arrival had not been so fortuitously timed, we would have been in great danger. We thank you again for saving us. Why would they have attacked you? They attack any they come across. They are barbaric savages who feast upon the bodies of the dead. The only beings who crash here that can hold them off are the Mandalorians. We dare not go near them. We know of their depredations too well. There are Mandalorians here? Yes, there are. More than you might think, although that may just be because they aren't killed as easily as we are. With their weapons, they raid and kill other survivors, and fight off the natives as well. They seem to have some sort of invisibility or light cloaking shield that hides them until they strike. Has anyone found a way off this world? The Sith. We have seen Sith interceptors in the sky once or twice. They appear to be able to fly unimpeded through the field, which forced us to crash. We could somehow find a ship of theirs, but it is too much to hope for. The Sith would surely kill us on sight if we were found. Much better to hide and hope the Republic finds us here eventually. We believe they may have something to do with the temple structure to the north of here. We have been suspicious of that structure since we landed, but we cannot approach it. The Mandalorians hunt in that area. Tell me of the natives. We know little beyond what we have told you already, savages who eat the dead and attack anyone in sight. If it were not for them, this world might almost be habitable. But we cannot delay here much longer. The longer we stay, the more likely either the Mandalorians or the natives will find us and kill us. You can stay on our ship if you want. No, we dare not. If we remain here, it will only be a matter of time before the natives or the Mandalorians find us and kill us. Why don't you try to get to one of the other islands, then? I believe that would be the best choice. The others have not returned, but it may not be because they could find no way to. It would be worth the risk, rather than stay here and face certain death. Thank you one last time, human, for saving us. We shall remember you and hope that, should you escape, you will tell the Republic of those of us stranded here. That last bit of everything got cut off before I could read it out loud. Anywho, no remains. I don't need regular swords anyways. If I need to buff anything or if I can just take them down. No, I don't need to buff anything. They're really primitive compared to anything I've been fighting, so... Yeah, no remain. Go this way, see what happens. Beads. Where? North Beach. Well, might as well go to the North Beach. No reason not to. Alright, North Beach. With the... Oh, no, this is where the village is. Okay. Rancors? Stay your weapons, Interloper. We are not here for battle or blood. We bring you an invitation from the One, great champion of the Rakatan. What kind of invitation?
Wait a minute. Do you understand these creatures? You must have learned their language when you came here in search of the secrets to the Star Forge, back when you were still Revan.
You have used strange magics and weapons to slaughter our raiding parties, Interloper. You have bathed in the blood of fierce Rakatan warriors. The power and skill in battle has impressed the One. He wishes an audience with you. A great honor. Come with us now, and we will take you to him. That Rancor just reached right through that Rakata. Okay, take me to the One. I feel like it should be capital T, the One. Why are you so fast, Jolie? Revan, somehow I knew we would meet again. Even when you vanished, I knew you would not forget the vow you swore to me. And when my scouts told me of a great warrior from the sky slaughtering our raiding parties with mysterious powers and magics, I knew you had at last returned. I'm not Revan anymore. That part of me is gone. I'm Duck's ace ear now. Words are confusing. I recognize you. You are the one called Revan. You are the one who came here before. You and Malak, the one who served you. You promised to slay our enemy. In exchange for our aid, you swore to destroy the Elders and bring us their secrets. Are you saying this means nothing to you now? My mind was destroyed. My memories were lost. I believe you, Revan, since there is something different about you. Something that has changed. You are not the same as you were before. Yet the power of magic, what you call the Force, is within you still. You can still destroy the Elders and fulfill your vow. What was this vow exactly? You vow to kill the Elders and bring us the secret knowledge they protect. In exchange, we promise to use this lost knowledge to help you enter the Temple of the Ancients. When you vanished, we thought you had forgotten us, or been killed by the Elders. Now that you have returned, our alliance still holds. Destroy the Elders, and we will help you. Temple of the Ancients? I still don't remember anything. I suppose that if what you say is true, that you cannot remember when you were last here, then you must have many questions. Very well, Riven. I will help you to understand, and then you will destroy the Elders' tribe and fulfill the oath you swore to us long ago. Should probably start with the last time I was here. You arrived with Malik, your servant, 3 of your galactic standard years ago. My scouts saw your skyship plummet to the earth, and they went to loot the crash site. They tried to take you prisoner, but you unleashed your magic, what you called the Force, upon them. Seeing your power, they bowed before you and brought you here to me. You used your power to rip the Rakatan language from my mind, even as you drove Basic into our skull so we could help you in your quest to find something called the Star Forge. But the answers you sought lay within the Temple of the Ancients, and we could not help you enter the temple. The Elders alone hold its secrets, guarding them with their very lives. Say my ship crashed. Was it because of the disruptor field? I know nothing of this disruptor field, but throughout the history of our tribe, ships have fallen through the sky. And from the sky, it has always been this way, though in recent generations it has become more frequent. We have little understanding of such magic to make metal fly, but my scouts rush to take whatever we can carry from the crash sites in the hopes we may one day unlock these secrets. This is how we acquired our Rancor war beasts. I was wondering about that, actually. Several very young specimens were recovered from a crashed vessel, raised them to adulthood, training, and breeding them to be loyal beasts of war. Tell me about the Temple of the Ancients. There's little I can tell you about the temple. I know the secrets of our ancestors are contained within, but the temple itself is barred to us. Last you were here, you and Malik sought to enter the temple. You sought ancient knowledge and a way to escape this world within its stone walls. But only the Elders know how to bypass the barrier that surrounds it. Destroy them and bring back their secrets to us, and we will help you enter the temple. That was our agreement. I need parts to repair my ship. That I cannot help you with, although we have recovered many strange devices from the skyships that crashed to the earth. Their use is a mystery to us. As a show of good faith, I will allow you to search the stores of our tribe and take whatever you find. In exchange, I know you will destroy the Elders and bring the secrets they guard back to me. Tell me more about the Elders, then. The Elders guard the ancient secrets. Within their compound is the knowledge of power and magic, including the knowledge of how to enter the temple itself. I have lost many warriors storming the gates of their compound, but they use weapons of light and fire against us, and not even our war beasts are strong enough to breach their defenses. Sometimes we can capture an Elder when they venture forth from their compound, and we have learned something about them. That is how we know they guard the ancient secrets. But no matter what tortures we inflict upon them, they will not reveal their secrets to us. They fear the knowledge they themselves guard, and they will never willingly surrender it to us. I don't see any other choice, so I'll help you. The compound of the Elders is to the south, beyond the Temple of the Ancients. From torturing the few Elders we have captured, we know something of what lies beyond the gates. The Elders are few in number. If you can get past the exterior defenses, you could surely slaughter them all. Then you can bring us back the knowledge they guard. So where is this information? Is it in some kind of computer? Computer? That is a word our prisoners have used. When we forced them to explain it to us, they said this computer was some type of thinking machine. More magic we cannot understand. Before they died, some prisoners did speak of such a machine inside their compound, but I do not believe it has anything to do with the secrets they are trying to protect. Why do you think that? There was one prisoner, an elder whose mind broke beneath our tortures. He raved of ancient rituals, of lost power and forgotten secrets. Fortunately, most of his dying screams made no sense. Yet, in his last hours, he spoke of a book, an ancient tome that recorded the most powerful knowledge of the Elders and detailed the rituals that could unleash the secrets. I am certain this ancient tome will allow me to unleash that what has, for so long, been hidden by the elders. Bring me this book, and I will use the knowledge within it to help you enter the temple. I'll be back with the book. When you have it, bring it here to me. Until then, you may move freely about our village. I will be waiting for your return. Okay. Level these guys up a little bit. Awareness. And treat injury. Why not? Like I just... Oh, I see. Stasis field. Destroy droid. Those will be useful. Oh, whirlwind. Okay. Give me a second. Alright. I want to deal with Rancors. Oh boy, Wicker Bins. Collect a whole bunch of stuff here. Do not pull the cage lever. Oh, there was some sort of lightsaber crystal. Alright, nothing here that I need. They're all running for a fighting pit. Stuff. Going to walk around. Like a lovely planet. Be in what equates to the tropics. Since there's literal palm trees. Basket. Barracks. It is also not. No, it was in there. Okay. Yeah. Kahooler map. As in where I've been on said map. You have all this stuff that we have no clue what it does. You know, just take it. Well, let's see. There's a whole bunch of repair kits, a whole bunch of armor upgrades, weapon upgrades. Just take all those, thank you. But lockers are not interactive. Must be more of the village through the thing. I remember there be actual salvage and whatever stuff is. Personal items, I guess. Says it's the exit. Didn't seem to have the thing I was looking for, though. And look, a Gizka. Not from my ship, not this time around. Figured it out. Wreckage isn't worth anything to me. Sure, I'll run into some Mandos at some point. Iskas might be... Well, they're not native here, but apparently they were released. Okay, that's the temple. Go deal with the Mandalorians before I head to the temple if I can. No, I'll just meet them on the way. That's a nice view. Oops.
Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock.
That back, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Wild Rancor. Okay, well, I took care of the Wild Rancor. And its companion, the Wild Rancor. What's the plural of Rancor? Rancors? This lead. South Beach. That's probably where the Mandos are. I'll deal with them before I go to the temple. So I'm going to switch my party out real quick here. That. Can't say I'm surprised they level. Daily physical training. Where should I give him? What weapons? Okay. Uses. Beats. Grab that because it actually. Alright. Look, a Gizka. Kablooey! Got that ship part I needed. I cannot see those. Probably could if I put on a thingamabob. Rancors aren't much of a problem when I'm popping myself up so much. Settlement. If there's any items around here. Nice water effect. And now I'm really slow again.
What? Yes?
Iska. You are not Rakata. What is your business here, Offworlder? I have come from the Rakata to speak with you. From the Rakata, then you are a spy and must be killed. Wow. 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 Thanks, game. Thanks. Oh, this is like way back. Now. Do this slightly differently. Slightly though. Beats are going to be the same. He'll do a little bit more damage now, though. There we go. I guess I can just deal with these Rancors now rather than later. I also know to save before going past this area. Sorry. Must have canceled for some reason.
Yes?
Huh? Sure.
Alright. Okay, when I go through the next area... Less annoying. Are there any rampers? No. I would have seen them that direction last time. Save now. I haven't seen any Mandalorians. Oh hey, that was the first time on Manon. That I just saved over. Old save files on there. Advisor. Maybe with this I can see the demolition markers. Okay, can't skip this. No, okay. Does not help at all. Put that back. Just gonna... Or not. I avoided most of them though. Alright, what do we got here? We got... Really don't need to worry about the demolition. I will need that later. That's good to grab now. Go ahead and save again. Then I will be a moment and be back. Let me hit yes though, so it actually saves. I should have not let that in the menu so I could regain force powers faster, but whatever. Force points. Try this again. Who are you? We are the elders, and you will answer our question. Who are you, and why have you come? I came seeking the Star Forge. You are Revan. The council wishes to speak with you. You may enter. Oh yes, let's give them the insta-kill. Seriously? Why is that an option? Punishment for trying the honest path. We of the Elder Council did not expect to see you again, Revan. We thought you had betrayed us. Why have you returned to our village after all this time? Spoke to you once before? What did I want? There's some type of test, Revan. Some type of trick? You came seeking our aid. You came in search of a way to enter the Temple of the Ancients. You claimed to be seeking a way to destroy the Star Forge, and we were foolish enough to believe you. Unaware of your true nature, we helped you enter the temple. But you betrayed us, Revan. Instead of destroying the terrible legacy of our ancestors, you unleashed the evil of the Star Forge upon an unsuspecting galaxy. And now you stand before the Council of Elders once more. And once more we ask you, for what reason have you returned, Revan? I need to destroy the Star Forge. You think we are fools, Revan? Do you think we have forgotten how you lied to us last time? Why should we believe you now? My mind was destroyed. All my memories were lost. It changed me. I am not who I once was. They say the experiences of our past define us and make us what we are. If it is true you have lost your memories, then perhaps you are changed. But how are we to know this is not some trick, Revan? I am a servant of the light now. I want to make amends for the mistakes of the past. Saying you are not who you once were, yet here on our world, you pattern of your last visit, like the last time you crashed here, like last time you have come seeking our help. How have you changed, Revan? The one wanted me to kill you, but I have come here peacefully. Again, you are only repeating the patterns of before. Friend, but how do we know? I cannot prove what is in my heart. I only ask you to judge me by my actions. You sense you mean the words you speak, but words are easy to say. It is actions that the nature of your character. You must prove to us that you are not the same as you once were, Revan. You must prove that you have changed. How? Recently, several of our scouts were captured by the One. Most of them were brutally slaughtered, but we have information that one of the scouts is still alive. They will use unimaginable tortures to force the scout to reveal everything he knows about our tribe, and once the One is done with him, the scout will be executed like the others. You must prove that you have truly changed by risking your own life to save another. Rescue our scout from the clutches of the One, and we will consider you helping you. Maybe I can negotiate to release your hostage. We would prefer if you could find some way to save the prisoner without bloodshed, but we don't believe that will be possible. One does not like to negotiate. So if I save the prisoner, you'll help me. In your life to save the prisoner would show us that you are sincere about making amends for the past. I'll be back. The prisoner is being held in the chamber of the One himself. Return to us once he is free. Until then, you have free run of our enclave. Seems familiar. Both tribes just straight up trust me. Even though I'd betrayed both tribes before. You have returned at last, Revan. I was beginning to wonder what had happened to you in the temple. You know me? We had met previously when last you entered our enclave many years ago. You inquired as to my research then as well. You came here and gained access to the temple, and were never heard from again. Some thought you had betrayed us to the others, but they were never able to penetrate our defenses. But if you will help us now, then the time taken is nothing. Is there anything else you require? What are you doing? What am I doing? You mean the purpose of my research here? What is your research? As you may have heard from our historians, in our distant past we melded technology and the forestry create truly wondrous effects. We've guided ships across the galaxy using our power and incorporated its use into all aspects of our society. But something happened somewhere. What happened? There are a variety of theories on what happened. Perhaps we became immune to the effects of the Force from overuse. Perhaps our breeding habits rendered our species insensitive to it over time. None truly know. The only discernible result was that we could no longer command the Force as we had. Its power had escaped us. With its loss, our technologies could no longer hold us as far above the subjugated races we ruled, and our empire began to crumble. The races we subjugated rose up, plagues swept our worlds. We could do nothing against all these calamities. In the end, only the members of our race left here on our homeworld survived. What is your research then? Every once in a while, there is an individual born who has an affinity for the Force. Maybe not the ability to use it directly, but at least the ability to remain open. I believe this is a sign that whatever genes our species had that gave us the ability to use the Force are not completely gone. Perhaps when the ancestors of the current tribes fled beneath the surface, some retained this trait. We have been working for years to isolate this gene in an attempt to resurrect it in our species as well. We of the Elders do not have Force sensitivity ourselves, but by harnessing the genetic structure of other tribes, we hope to be able to breed the gene back into our species. You're capturing prisoners for their gene. You make us seem like monsters. Truly we are not. You capture them, yes, but only because the tribes have become extremely xenophobic in their millennia trapped on this world. They would not aid us willingly and killed our messengers when asked. We believe that if we get a large enough genetic sample, we can reintroduce the recessive Force-sensitive genes back into our people, allowing us to once again access the heritage of our past. You mean the temple? Yes, the temple. It can only be entered by those sensitive to the Force, so it has been barred for us from ages. What we may find inside will allow us to lift other tribes out of the barbarism which they have fallen and restore us as a productive force in the galaxy. You're trying to restore your empire, aren't you? No, we do not want to fall down the path that so twisted our people before. This time, perhaps we can redeem ourselves in the eyes of the galaxy and become a force of good. How close are you? We are quite far along, having had centuries to work already. With the arrival of another tribe on our island, we have been restricted in our movements to just our enclave. We have captured a few of their warriors, but the one that really interests us is their leader, the One. What's special about him? Those with the genes we seek seem to be marked with the destiny that causes them to rise above others, as we did as a species early on. In hearing the stories of his warriors tell of the One, we believe that he may hold some of the genes we seek. We may be nearing force sensitivity. Unfortunately, he and his people are much too aggressive and violent for us to ever get close enough to study him. A corpse would not do either, as only a living, working body is of use to us. Maybe in time, though, the difference between our peoples will lessen enough that we study one another and gain the information we need. What kind of information? Genetic data on drifts and changes over the many millennia we have been here. Specific data on exceptional individuals. If only we had access to the knowledge of our ancestors. They must have known much, much more than us. They had a much greater population sample to work with. I believe that in the temple there may be the information we seek. Perhaps in old archives or scrolls. Maybe even in an ancient computer if any is still functioning. This information would help us greatly in our work, and we would be very grateful to you for it. Is there anything else I can help you with? Have to go. Very well then. Okay, there might be information in the temple for them. Won't be the finale if I keep running into things to talk. I just wanted to explore their enclave. Last duel. Metal makes sense. I only grabbed Canderous because I thought I would run. I'd have to leave the Enclave first. Thought I would run into commandos. I still might, but suddenly they're quicker band. They'll just yeah, that leads out. So in Thank you once again, Revan. I'm glad that you have returned. I couldn't believe that you had betrayed us, despite what the council said. Who are you? My name is Orsa. I am keeper of the history for the elders. The last time you were here, you had many questions for me. The council told us all of the destruction of your memories, but still I had hoped you might recall something in our past discussion. Look on the bright side, we can have all those discussions again. Yes, I suppose that is true. As you can imagine, I have few opportunities to share my knowledge with those outside our enclave. Actually, I do have a few questions for you. Yes, of course, although you must forgive me if some of this starts to seem familiar. After all, we did go into the history of the Rakata at some length the last time you were here. I will do my best to enlighten you with the knowledge I hold. What subject do you wish to learn about? No, I'm good. User verification. User species non-Rakata. Access to auxiliary archives is Rakata or approved servants. Slaves may not access the archives. I do serve the Rakata. How else would I learn the language? Logical. User speaks the language of the Rakata in order to serve them. User added to authorized list of non-Rakata. Notice, further information can be obtained from the main archives within the Temple of the Ancients. Downloading codes to bypass exterior energy field surrounding Temple. My archives are ready for information retrieval and download into remote datapad storage. Please select a topic. I'm looking for the secrets of the ancient Rakata. Searching, retrieving information. Secrets are locked within the Temple of the Ancients. The Elders sealed this information away to prevent the technology from falling into the wrong hands. How can I get into the temple? Searching, retrieving information. The shields constructed by the Elders to guard the temple are controlled from the summit of the structure. Anyone inside the temple may temporarily shut down the shields. There's only one way to gain access to the temple from the outside. The shields are designed to lower in response to a ritualistic chant detailed in the ancient text held by the Keeper of History. Protect the secrets within the temple. The chant will only work if spoken by the Rakata. No other species can create the proper intonations that will trigger shield deactivation. Tell me about the Starforge. Error. No information on Starforge detected. Information may be recorded in the database within Temple of the Ancients. At its peak, the infinite empire of the Rakata ruled over 500 planets. Comprised of 10 billion Rakata, over a trillion slaves scattered, and over a trillion slaves scattered across the galaxy. But over time, the empire grew weak and corrupt, and turned against itself. Civil war, slave rebellions, and a great plague spread throughout the galaxy. Plague? Its origins were unknown, perhaps the creation of an enslaved species, perhaps a mutation of a natural virus. It killed only Rakata, and it spread to every corner of the galaxy. The Infinite Empire crumbled into dust as the Rakata survivors fled back here to their homeworld, isolated and hidden from the rest of the galaxy. But even hidden here on the Forgotten Planet, they were not safe. Millions died from the deadly plague. Many more died in the never-ending civil war. The history of the Infinite Empire ended 20,000 years ago. Now the Rakata are nothing but a few scattered primitive tribes battling for dominance and control. How can I shut off the disruptor field around this planet? The disruptor field is controlled by a generator within the Temple of the Ancients. Once inside the temple, the disruptor field and the energy barrier around the temple can both be deactivated. Alright. You know how to disable the disruptor field to cause the disruptor field is one of the ancient defenses of the Starforge, a great generator within the Temple of the Ancients. To use it, you will have to enter the temple to disable it. What I figured. Alright. I run into someone. Hooray. Does not hurt to. Pretty sure there's no other dialogues that just straight up kill you. Speaking of kill. Pretty sure I killed these guys already.
Huh?
What?
Da-da-da-da. Really?
What?
What?
Okay, that was weird. That was really weird, actually. Not just a little bit.
Yes?
What?
Shouldn't be anything else for me to fight, but who knows. Unless Mandalorians actually start showing up. I have one with me. That's the only one I've seen.
Yeah?
Really? Andrus, really?
Yes?
Hey! There we go. I made it. I made Netflix again. We have seen you, interloper. You are a servant of the elders. By the order of the one, you must die. Fine. Oh no, I am so totally damaged, dude.
I still got it.
More of them. By what? There was nobody there.
Huh?
And you need?
Heal yourself, old coot. What are you doing over here by yourself, war leader? Alright. Whoa.
Take that. Never too old for this.
So many event kills. Might as well get all the experience I can. Go this way. Not what I was looking for. This seems to have been a really good choice. A choice of powers. Probably information here that I missed out on because I didn't actually talk to anyone in that place. Turned around and left. Oh, I need like just under 10,000 experience. So far. Getting a little bit repetitive. Just hack and slash through all the Rakata. More Rakata! The Black Rakata shall never something or other. I don't know that I need force immunity, but it probably won't hurt. Really? I was telling it to attack someone else entirely. Whatever. You have saved me from the savages and their war beasts. I was sent by the council to save you. I don't know what I could have done if you had not come. Suppose I would be dead now, like the others they captured with me. Thank you for saving me. I shall attempt to return to the Enclave on my own. I will tell the council of what you have done. Okay.
Sure.
Alright, let's check. You rescued Rakata being held prisoner. Saved it as likely as tried. The elders will help you find a way off this world. Alright. The only one that held any prisoners. Alright. Shouldn't run into anyone else either. Now we need just over 9,000. The Rancors were worth like 500 experience. So that makes sense. Long have I? Okay. Hour 17. Forgot how much there was for me to do before I even got to the Star Forge. So, guess there will be another episode after this one. Big. Whatever. Not Jolie this time.
Yes?
Guess master speed only affects Jedi then. Yeah, there's no point. Not to mention that area, for some reason, somebody always gets stuck on something. Just not a good area for having party members. This area is not that great either, but not near as bad. Rancors again. So, cybernetic implants. Sure. All right. So many of these, might as well use them. Ridiculous number. Revan, you are back. Our scout has told us how you rescued him. His injuries are severe, but we believe he will survive. We are grateful for what you have done. So now you will help me? Risking your own life to save our scout seems to prove that you have changed significantly since the last time you were here, Revan. But you have deceived us before. We must discuss this in greater detail. We must have some privacy, Revan. We will return when our deliberations are done. Revan, you have rescued a member of our tribe from the one at great personal risk to yourself. We believe this action shows you have truly changed since your last visit here. The Council has decided we will trust you once more. For many generations we have sought a way to enter the temple and discover the means to destroy the Starforge. But only those who can command the Force, those like you, can enter the Temple of the Ancients. You no longer have that power. That was why we helped you the last time you were here. But you cannot enter the temple without our help, Revan. Only the ancient rituals of our people can lower the shield for you to enter. You need us as much as we need you, Revan. We'll be working together, then. For our own sake, and for that of the galaxy, we hope you truly mean to atone for your past evils. When you are ready, Revan, we will take you to the temple. But the temple is a place of sacred power. If you are to enter, you must do so alone, and the condition followed by our Rakatan ancestors for the past 1,000 generations. Why do I have to go alone? For last year we broke the ancient tradition. We allowed you and your apprentice to temple together, and it brought untold suffering upon the galaxy. We believe you truly wish to destroy the Starforge this time, but the lesson of the past is not easily forgotten. We will not defile the sacred ritual a second time. Only you alone may enter. When I'm ready, I will go. When it is done, you will let us know when you are ready to enter the temple. I want to enter now. Time has come for you to atone for your past crimes, Revan. The task ahead will be difficult. Those you call Dark Jedi, followers of your old apprentice, now dwell within the temple. I can deal with them. Go to the temple now. We will meet you there once the ritual has been prepared. Remember, in accordance with ancient Rakata tradition, you must enter alone. Leave. To dismiss my party members. Okay. That would be another moment. Grabbed a quick protein bar. And now I can master speed because I'm the only one in the party. To begin the ritual, it will take many hours, but when it is complete, you must be ready. The shields will not stay down for long. Wait, someone is coming.
Wait, you can't go in there alone.
I have to go in alone. It's the Rakata tradition.
We have had a premonition. The Force has given us a vision. There is great danger within the temple. We cannot let you face it alone.
You might be walking into a trap. Maybe Malik himself is waiting inside. Even if he isn't, that temple will be crawling with dark Jedi. You'll need all the help you can get.
No other can go with you into the temple. You must enter alone. That is the way. Jolie, you can't come. The Rakata won't allow it.
Your destiny, maybe the fate of the entire galaxy, could be forever changed inside that temple. I'm not about to let you face that alone. Not after my premonition. There's a reason I had that vision.
Jolie speaks for both of us. You must enter the temple, but we must go with you.
So you just tell that guide of yours to do whatever he has to do to get us all inside the temple.
I'm not going in alone after all. Lower the shields. No, you must enter the temple alone. I will not lower the shields.
I don't know what he said, but it sounds like your guide's being stubborn. We don't have time for this. The Republic fleet is on the way, and we're stuck on this planet until we deactivate that disruptor field. You have to convince him to get us inside that temple.
I cannot destroy the Starforge alone. They must come with me into the temple. I believe you. The others have said you wish to destroy the Starforge, the terrible legacy of our ancestor. If you need help to do this, I will not stand in your way. I will resume the ritual now.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to take a while? Still, we better stay ready. As soon as those shields go down, we have to get inside the temple.
That turned into Hadis for some reason. Ichuta. They have to use the fire extinguisher graphics for that. They did? There wasn't room? Oh, okay.
Lord Malik, the preparations are nearly complete. Every day the Starforge adds more ships to our fleet. It is operating at nearly 300% of our projections. The fleet is assembling around the Starforge and awaits your instructions.
Patience, Commander. My new apprentice is nearly ready. Once Bastila joins her battle meditation to our enormous fleet, we shall be invincible. Then we shall begin our final conquest of the core worlds, and the Republic will be crushed forever.
As you wish, Lord Malik.
He kept most of his composure, surprisingly. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes?
Interesting. I did not expect blasters.
That is what a Jedi can do.
Going through the exterior unlocked area first. Somewhat dark. Almost gone all the way around.
Nice.
There's a Dark Jedi. No, Sith Acolyte. That's a hopeful. Alright, now I've seen the entirety of the outside of the dungeon. Yeah, I mean the map. Try going. Here. I need to use my abilities to fight these guys. Just smack him with lightsabers. Oh, I got that experience. So many boosts. Try going in this way.
Who dares intrude on our meditations? You know the penalty for... Revan, you are back.
I am Revan no longer. I serve the light and the Jedi Council now.
Malak told us what happened to you. The Jedi Council has stripped you of your power. You are a shell of what you once were.
You are not fit to rule the Sith anymore, Revan. Darth Malak will reward us greatly for destroying you.
Not this again!
There we go. Go this way.
Revan, Lord Malak told us you still lived.
At last, a challenge worthy of my skills. I grow so bored with slaughtering these mindless training droids. I intensified my training tenfold in hopes I would get the chance to face you in mortal combat. I am glad to see my training has not been in vain.
Mortal Kombat, you say? Grabs a controller. Get over here. Dark Jedi Master Robe, Zupardia Crystal, Nerve Amplifier Belt, Sith Energy Shield, Lightsaber, Sith Power Gauntlet.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work.
I'm just going to assume I can't open any of these the regular way unless they are non-bashing containers. Alright, let's see what this crystal did here. It does. Alright, I have attack +1. Oh, heck yes. Attack +3, attack +3. Damage +3. Attack +3. There we go. Not gonna mess with my allies' lightsabers, so that's it. So many boxes to open. Try this again, see what it does.
Didn't work.
Yep. I'm not doing that. Probably have quite a few repair parts actually. Alright. Optimize, optimize. Activate. Engage. Leave it alone. Let's check this spot with closed doors still.
No problem. Didn't work.
For security. Stealth security. I have a lot of spikes. Bend those places over. Obelisk. Deactivate those. Alright. That. Go to the prototype droid control area, which is of course the other side of the temple. This way then. So much walking.
No problem. Didn't work.
The way I can't go through.
No problem. Didn't work.
There we go. Maybe. Come on. Oh no, this is the one I overloaded. Doing all the things. Yeah, that's where I need to go anyways. Defense turrets, I can't even see on the screen. Now can I see them? Kind of. I'm not worrying with checking. We're just gonna bash them through. Oh yeah, I shut off their sensors. They have to LA now. Disable the shields. Targeting program. And because I still can, also just disable them. Oh, figured. Okay. Tried it though. Right here. Oh, the turrets are shut off. Okay.
For the Republic!
Apparently there's something down here of importance. Oh, it's where, okay. Where Bastila was being tortured. That cutscene earlier. Oh, at least the birds don't have shields or good targeting.
Now you'll get it.
Strong box. Yep, there was credits in it. Gonna make a comment about how it's not a strong box unless there's money in it. There was money in it. Should be fine just attacking these things regular. There was something in it. I grabbed it. It's a really small area, apparently. Alright, I know how this works. Okay. Doesn't necessarily mean I know how to successfully do it, it just means I know how it works. Walk around the room or not? Oh, that resets it. Okay. Got it. Welcome back, Revan. It has been some time since you last accessed my database. I was beginning to wonder if you had been terminated. I'm not Revan anymore. I'm Dux Aesir. An odd statement, though it does explain certain conflicting data being read by my sensory input systems. I recognize your appearance from your last visit, which is stored in my database. However, I am detecting some significant changes in your composition since last visit. Your neurological patterns exhibit subtle yet substantive alterations in both thought patterns and information processing. These changes have been noted and recorded in my database. Your database? I am completely self-sufficient, an autonomous, interactive database constructed by the Rakata to record and store the entire history of the species. However, since the collapse of the Infinite Empire, there have been few events worth recording, and nobody has sought to access the information stored within my database, until you came along. Due to my system's ability to monitor and repair themselves, you will find the data within my archives has remained fully intact. Please choose the topic you wish information on. The Starforge, please. Starforge was constructed during the apex of the Infinite Empire's power. A true technological marvel is an enormous space station that serves as both factory and battle dreadnought. Starforge can mass-produce immense fleets with a minimum of time and resources. In addition, the Starforge also shares much of the same technology used in my own construction. In many ways, the Starforge is like a living entity. It feeds, it hungers, it draws on the energy flowing through all living things. What you called the Force the last time you were here. This ability to feed and consume the living energy of the Force is the key to the Starforge's power, but ultimately, it was also what led to the destruction of the Infinite Empire. What do you mean? The Rakata are by nature a cruel and savage species. The Starforge fueled itself with the hatred inherent in its own creators, and in doing so, it accentuated these traits within the builders. In your terminology, the Starforge is a tool of the dark side. It corrupts those who use it so that it can generate greater and greater amounts of negative energy to fuel itself. The builders thought they were strong enough to control this effect, but they were wrong. They became victims of their own creation, and eventually their hatred turned them against each other. Civil War destroyed the Infinite Empire, a lesson to remember. Only one who is immensely strong in mind and will can harness the power of the Starforge without suffering a similar fate. I want to ask you something else. How can I shut off the disruptor field around this planet? The disruptor field was constructed as the Starforge's primary defense against enemy attack and can only be deactivated from the upper levels of the temple. Well, how do I get there? The systems control the doors to the upper levels, allowing only those who are worthy of the Rakata legacy to pass. The last time you were here, Revan, I unsealed the doors for you. However, the subtle neurological changes that are detected in you earlier likely caused a failure in the recognition system that would have opened the doors for you. I've updated the database to recognize the new configurations in your mind, Revan. The doors to the upper levels will once again open for you. I'll be going as you wish. Please return if you find yourself in need of the information stored within my database. Seems sad I'm leaving. And by he, I mean that computer thing there. Oh, it's so dark. Oh, that looks slightly better. I probably saw this one. Yep. Okay. That reminds me though, what did I find? Saber crystal I passed. Huh. Guess I just didn't notice what it was. Almost done with the table. I think I'll call it here actually. Open this if I can. So, alright, I'm gonna save here. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna do the next episode as the finale, so keep your eye out for that if you actually want to see the finale for this. If you made it to this episode, I don't know why you wouldn't. Thanks for watching.